Hey, this is a message to the entrepreneur, to the dreamer, to the visionary, to the one that's not trying to spend all their lives, to the ones that's not trying to spend all their lives on someone else's watch, building someone else's company, building somebody else's wealth. Like, of course, we're going to have to do what we have to do. And if that's you working a job, which is really a job, who was Job? Job was the persecuted one. Like, that's what job really means in Hebrew translation. It says, it's pronounced job to throw you off, but the spelling is the same. The magic is still working. But anyways, speaking of anyways, yeah, I feel hella good. Like, good as hell. Well, as good as one could feel using the word hell in the sentence. You feel what I mean? But like, literally, I was on somebody's slave ship. And more than once, because I've been incarcerated too. But I'm talking about being free, well, body-wise, but being mentally slave on somebody's job. And they using me, really using me, because they know I have integrity. I may not even be getting paid the money that I should be getting paid to even be at the establishment, busting my ass, but I know I signed up for it. If you that kind of person, and you probably working your ass off, overachieving and getting underpaid, like, and at a job that'll let you go as soon as you have too many days late, but they will not hesitate on asking you to stay a gang of times, or asking you to come in. You know what I mean? When you working on somebody else's watch, the roles is never reversed, because when they are, they're never in your favor. But like, back to us having to do what we have to do. I'm not one of those people that be like, oh, we free spirits. We're not supposed to work. We're not supposed to have a job. We're supposed to be, because I do believe in a lot of that, what those people are saying, but I won't be the one to push you to, like, if you have a job, to get fired or quit before you even ready to, before you even got your ducks lined up. Like, you know what you have to do. You don't need, you don't need me, because some people do be pushing like hard. Like, you ain't supposed to be working. You're supposed to be being your own. You're supposed to be this, supposed to be that. But like, they don't say how you're gonna get there. As soon as you quit your job or whatever, then what? Nah. While you're in the midst of your job, you should be taking notes on how to be a boss by watching your bosses boss your ass around. And no, that's not what you want to do to the next person at all. But you should be really contemplating and using your extra time to make plans and utilize the time and put some power, some energy into it, and manifest and create your own lane. Man, it's so many different businesses out here for you to tap into. Like, literally, there's so much one can do for themselves to generate wealth. You know what I mean? Everybody want to be rich. It seems like nobody want to be wealthy. Like, rich is a mind state that put your spirit in the place that it want to be. Realizing I create happiness allows me to be rich, but to be wealthy, you know what I mean? You can't spend this all in one day type shit. You can have money to pass on in generational currency. You got to start thinking now, are you going to get there at this job, or is you going to wait? Is you going to work there 30 years and retire and just wait on the benefits to some shit you could have did in 5 years? Like, I started my business, well, I started back, you know what I mean? My clothing line, not even 24 hours ago. And I made a few $100 without even sharing the post. I had to ask my partners, my homies, to share the post because I don't have the apps to on any of these websites. So like I haven't even really pushed myself like I really know I could to get the higher dollar, but just kick back, like letting people know my clothing out earn me. And like I'm gonna put a certain percentage, I haven't figured it out yet, maybe 5, 10, something like that, back into the community to where whoever is buying my material, they putting their also help feeding the homeless, man, maybe putting money into the penitentiary to help feeding some innocent people, or trying to raise lawyers for people. Like a whole trust fund is coming out this, and you can't do that. You can't help nobody else at somebody else's job. You have to be an entrepreneur. You have to figure it out. Like it's kids right now that's entrepreneurs going door to door selling candy, going to Sam's Club, getting a big ass box of candy for $20 and going making $100 back. Like the kids in the neighborhood is really doing this shit. We turned them on how to do it. Like it's easy to make a way when there's no way. Like Jose, the hardest thing is to do is to get up off your ass, really, because once you get in motion, everything is gonna come. You gotta search, you gotta research, you gotta see where people failed at, you gotta see where people made it at, you gotta see how much you're gonna put in, you gotta see how much you're gonna get out, but you can't wait. And then we have to stop being in competition with each other. Straight up. Especially my black folks. Like literally, we waiting on me to be the millionaire, or that person to be the millionaire, or the billionaire, or the multi-millionaire, and waiting on our next leader. And it's because we're gonna look up to the money. And it's not all black people, most, instead of 10 of us put 100,000 in, and then we got $1 million right there. And then we take that $1 million, we invest in somebody's franchise, or buy a franchise, or some business, and then we take off 10 leaders with 10, and then we just keep putting it back in, and then we expand because we together. Like, the more we put in or the less. Maybe somebody don't have a whole 100,000. Maybe this person only got 50 or 20. What you got, put it in and let our shit grow. That's the only way. We got to quit being in competition with each other. And then we got to support each other. Like right now, y'all liking and loving and saying that's what's up. And it might be the same people asking when is the But Anyway stuff coming out. Thinking I was talking, it's out. And a lot of y'all already snatching it up. And don't be waiting on your homies or your so-called friends or family members, because, yeah, a few people that I call my homies, that are my homies, bro, have ordered the shirts, but literally more has been people that just support me. That's with the movement. So don't put yourself in a box where you just are going to depend on the homies or people you know to support you, when it's a whole world of strangers ready to support you, uplift you, and take you further than somebody that probably actually know you. You got to get off your ass. Quit trying to be an employee and figure out how to be a boss. But first, you got to figure out how to be a leader, because bosses get fired. Bosses got to play. Bosses have to pay their employees to work for them. And a real leader going to have people riding with them regardless. And you take that leader mind state and become a boss. Don't be taking a boss mind state and be trying to be a boss, because bosses get fired. You feel what I mean? But we do have to figure out what we're going to do and start our own businesses. And then the people that start their own businesses, we have to support them. Real talk. It's too many Arabians, Indians, people, and this is not a racist statement, hear me out, that's coming into the urban community, setting up their stores, overcharging the gas, the toilet paper roll costs $2, soap is high, everything in the store is doubled up because people don't have any transportation. They have to go to the store that's in the neighborhood and they tax, and it's called usury. Usury, look it up. Usury is building riches upon the poor. And all the people that come into the neighborhood don't never live there. They set up shop And we don't see anybody that looks like us. Why we don't have any black people in our neighborhoods pushing? And when we do, they're doing the same thing that other people is doing and coming into our neighborhood, overcharging, don't have any medicine, got nothing but sugar, beer, lottery. I even see some Muslim brothers, they think they in there, they must got some kind of thing around here in Michigan where they're not selling any liquor in their stores, and I peep that because they Muslims, but you can't go in there and gamble though. You can't play the lotto or get a scratch off. That's not one. You can't say you can't do one thing and do the other. But that's not my smoke. That's not what I have to be concerned about, because that doesn't affect me. But like literally, we need more people that look like us in our neighborhood, because we're not able to go to the suburbs and set up our little shops. You feel what I'm saying? Overcharge their ass, because the people that really have wealth or have generated wealth, they're not even getting taxed. Take your ass to Whole Foods or Better Foods. Like, it's so many discounts in there. I be buying my Manuka honey. I just want to go shop for the Manuka honey. Might save $50 on there. And then when they ring it, it's going to be like 11. Because the rich got rich, well, the wealthy got rich. The wealthy became wealthy from saving money. You know what I'm saying? Real talking. But yeah, I got the shirts popping. They out. You know what I mean? Hit me up. Cash App me the Chester. Ask me the questions. Pick your shirt out and you'll have your shirt from 3 to 5 working days. No gimmicks. You ain't got to go through nobody but me. You feel what I'm saying? Tap in. You know what I mean? Let's build. Let's build. Let's build. And when you figure out what you want to do, I'm going to tap in with you, because we building each other up. And then we're going to get that 100,000 and we're going to find 8 more people. And then we're going to put in $1 million into a business, and we're going to watch that grow, ain't we? Peace.